Papa Squat. We've got something sent in by Noah. It is a song by Noah because it's the first video of the day, and the first video I do every day is from the artist who sent it to me. This is called Ruin You For Me. It is 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Came out about 8 months ago, which would have put it in last fall. Noah sent this to me way back when, and I'm finally getting around to it. I'm glad I could finally do this. I've reacted to a couple other Noah tracks, and I like them. I actually just looked them up because I was like, gotta make sure I haven't reacted to this one. I have reacted to Band-Aid from Noah, produced by Rosesleeves. That was good. And Cesar Franceschi. I'm sorry, I'm slaughtering that. And Too Numb, also produced by Rosesleeves from Noah. And those were both a while ago. I should have looked that up. I didn't pay attention. November of 2023 and March of 2023. So this is a track that was probably released in about November of 2023, and we're finally getting to it. Ruin You For Me. Before we get to it, please like, subscribe, and share. CashApp, PayPal, Patreon is over here, as is my email address if you are an artist like Noah and you would like me to react to your music, you know, eventually. Send it to me there, papasquatjon@gmail.com. The information is down in the description of this video. Go check it out. Please go watch another video on my channel. Helps me out. Let's do it. Ruin You For Me from Noah. It looks like I do have some lyrics. Oh, also want to point out Gun Deity X Lestabed and Lestabed, who's released some new music recently, asked me to react to it. I don't have time to react to it now, but I will push the page that they sent me, and you should go listen to it. Gun Deity has been a frequent person in my live streams and has sent in music there. I just haven't had a chance to do any of their music here on the channel. Ruin You For Me from Noah, produced again by Rosesleeves, and it looks like this isn't listed as being on an album. Nope, I don't see it. Came out in November. It is a pop song. It has a nice looking video. Like, this is well filmed, kind of an interesting framing thing going on here for the very first shot. Let's check this out. 2 minutes 31 seconds. Here we go. Ruin You For Me from Noah. Oh.
Kill myself or run away. Destroy myself for you to feel okay. Say, maybe you could wait this time. I just wanna feel alive. Why do I not feel a thing until it all falls apart? You're killing me slowly. You hate you without me. You ruin yourself for me. Fall asleep. You're not who you are when you're with me. He doesn't know you're crazy, but I bet he knows you hate me. Do you still feel so alone inside his arms? Why am I still waiting for you to fix my fate? Running by yourself, did you use my help? I can't fix your heart, can't you feel it? Another October gone, I've wasted one more month. I'm tired of saying I'm so tired. I'm glad you're not right.
I have I have so many things to say about this, and I have to be really careful about how I say them. This, by the way, is a great image. I can tell it's not real, but it's just super. Um, you never know how you're going to react to being dumped until you're dumped. And for somebody who's never been dumped, it might look like Noah, in this case, is a crazy person and that they are pining for someone who doesn't want them, who thinks they can fix this other person, thinks they had something so special with this other person that only they can be with them. And and I totally get both sides of that. Um, I don't know what Noah is trying to get across here. If he's trying to, uh, what I think he's trying to do is process the pain of a bad breakup. Maybe one that happened long ago and like how he felt at that time. Maybe it's something fresher than that. It certainly looks fresher in this video and in the song. Like I can hear it, but I don't know anything about Noah and where he's coming from and like what his relationship stuff is at. But this is uh, you never know how you're going to react when you're dumped because you also don't get to choose when you're dumped. That's a big part of it. Sometimes you get dumped and you're like, oh, yeah, I was kind of done with that relationship anyway. It's not a big deal. But a lot of times you get dumped and it's a surprise and it wrecks you. And that's what happened here, obviously, right? He still felt like they had something special. He still felt like he was helping her to feel normal, that he had some special thing about him that she recognized. You're not who you are when you're with me. You're fall asleep. You're not who you are when you're with me. That's the line. Like you're not the damaged person that you are with everybody else. You're somebody different and special, and it's because you're with me, because you can be honest, because blah 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 blah. But then she dumped him, so now she's crazy. He doesn't know you're crazy, but I bet he knows you hate me. Do you feel so alone inside his arms? Why am I still waiting for you to fix my fate? I'd kill myself before I run away, destroy myself for you to feel okay. This is the toxic part of love. I would destroy myself for you to feel okay. And I also understand that, right? Like I understand wanting to help your partner to be happier, to get more out of life, to blah 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 blah. But you can't destroy yourself to do that. That doesn't do anything. That's the toxic part, is the destroying yourself. Like that's not a relationship you want to be in. If you have to destroy yourself to make your partner be happy, then your partner is just not happy and you're not going to be happy either. It's a very good song. It's very, very emo. Like this is why this is labeled pop and not emo pop and emo. I don't know. Um, yeah, if you're in a relationship like this, just steel yourself and get the fuck out. Did you use my help? I can't fix your heart. Can you feel it? Another October. And he realizes, I think he realizes at the end, like, he's just wasting his time on this, on the grieving part of it, but he still has to go through it. Like, I can't fix your heart. Can't you feel it? Another October gone. That's the twist right there. Can't you feel it? Another October gone. I've wasted one more month. I'm tired of saying I'm so tired. I'm glad you're not all right. That's fine. That's an okay place to be. I'm glad you're not all right. I'm glad you're not happy. I'm glad you're messed up. I'm glad you're crazy because you're never going to be okay. That's fine. I don't care. Like, I'm done with it. I'm trying to move on. And the way you broke my heart, because guess what? People react to things in ways that you don't expect. You don't react to being dumped the way you might expect. I've said that earlier in this video. And yeah, my ex-wife was very much like this person. Basically just not healthy, not happy, not able to actually have an adult relationship. And in her 30s and 40s when we were together. So really she should have been smart enough to know how to have an adult relationship. And that things sometimes get hard and you have to work your way through them. And she wasn't a teenager. She wasn't 20-something. She was in her 30s and 40s. She should have had a clue. But she just decided one day, no, I'm done. And I was not okay with that because I did not see that coming. And so some of me felt sort of like some of what he says in this video. Not quite the same. But it's... you still have to process all of that. You still have to go through it all in order to be ready to take on the next relationship. And I don't know. Hopefully he did process all of it and got through all of it. I wish I could say something that was really useful other than it takes time to get over somebody who broke your heart, who you thought you were perfectly matched for or well matched for, right? And then all of a sudden it changes and you had no expectation of that. You had no ability to prepare yourself. You had no closure. You had no nothing. There's no explanation that they could give, so they don't offer an explanation and then they give you a bullshit answer of like, well, it wasn't going to work. Okay. That's not an answer. It wasn't going to work. It was working. Like, but it wasn't working for them, or at least that's what they'll claim. I don't know. It's messed up. And so you never know how you're going to react to that, because you may be somebody who's perfectly fine with ambiguity and perfectly fine with not getting answers to questions and perfectly fine with having the person you thought you were going to spend the rest of your life with cut you out of their life entirely, their family cutting you out of their lives entirely. And you may not be okay with that, and it may take you a long time to process it. Certainly took me a long time to process it, and years of alcoholism and ruining a relationship, and yeah, you never know. So I listened to this. It would be very easy to be dismissive of Noahh in this and be like, oh, you're just a whiny 20-something who hasn't had your heart broken enough times. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who would listen to the song and say exactly that, and I think that's unfair. Because that comes from a position of privilege, I think, that statement of, no, you just haven't had your heart broken enough. Or why do you care so much about this person who obviously doesn't care about you? Well, because you cared about them. And sometimes people, somehow people make it through life never having their heart ripped out of their chest and stomped on and thrown into trash compactor and through the what's it called, in the drain, the incinerator. I can't think of what it's called. And thrown in the toilet and flushed and chopped up and just fucking, yeah, some people get through life not having that happen, and isn't that nice for them? So I get you, Noahh. I understand what you're saying. I hope you have moved on. That person who treated you like this did not deserve you, was probably using you the whole time, may not have entirely understood that that's what they were doing, may not have any understanding of who and what they actually are, may mouth things about trying to be true to themselves and blah blah blah, and it's all just bullshit. It's just so that they can do whatever they want and get away with it and not have to deal with the consequences, just like the person in this video is, ignoring you completely onto a new guy who doesn't know anything about how he's going to get treated, and you can't do anything about it. It's none of your business, and as much as that sucks. And who knows, maybe someday you will be more than just glad that she's not all right. Personally, my ex-wife, I hope she gets eye cancer. That's just the most painful, terrible thing that I could possibly think of. Yeah, I'm not happy about how that ended. But I'm also much happier with the life that I have kind of cultivated since then. And I suppose that's a good thing. But as I've said in other videos, she doesn't get credit for destroying what we had, and doesn't get credit for me rebuilding to what I have now. It doesn't work that way. Getting fired from a job and getting an awesome new job does not make getting fired any easier. And it doesn't mean that that job is responsible for your next job that's so awesome. Doesn't at all. It's a good song. This is not a song I would want to listen to over and over, but I can also understand somebody who really, really loves this, because it helps them to process some of the shit that they've gone through, and it helps them to know that they're not alone in having gone through that. Probably the best thing about this song, honestly. Good track. Really, really good track. I would not be surprised if Noahh has gotten shit for this track from other people, maybe even people in his own life, like, why would you write that stuff? The fact that you wrote it is a good thing, because it tells people that they are not alone. And a lot of people go through stuff like this. So, kudos to you. Excellent work. Really, really good. That's it for right now. I'm going to do a couple more tracks. Go, remember, please, to check out Gun Deity. I don't know where that went. What? Did I call? Yeah, Gun Deity. Ex Lestabed. And check out their music. I would appreciate that. Pop Squad, check it. Please like, subscribe, and share. Go watch another video on the channel. That would help me out quite a bit. CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon information is down in the description of this video, as is my email address if you would like to send me something to react to. That's the place to do it. Have yourself a good day. I will be back with some more music. Bye-bye.